Okie dokie. Good evening, folks. How are we doing? Welcome to the old Skoda. Welcome to Leeds, Bradford. It's absolutely chucking it down. It's a horrible evening. But, yeah, welcome along. I've had a little tip-off that we've got a first visitor due at 6:30. I have no idea what it is. There's rumours circulating on the internet that it's a P-8 Poseidon. So I thought we'd better get in the car and get up here quick, and we'll see what it is, see if it turns up. No idea if it's going to be a landing or an overshoot, or even if it will turn up. But the source I've got it off is normally pretty good. So we'll see. It's 5 to 6. Sorry about being a few minutes late there, guys. I've really been struggling with the internet. The internet has kept kicking me off for the last 10 minutes. Let's hope it doesn't do it again. Right, I'm on my own this evening. Tom's having a night off. Just loading up the charts. Oh, but blimey, there's a lot of you there already. Lee Davis, Martin Naylor, good evening. Paul Usher's there as well. Evening, Paul. HD8, hello to you. Laura Maloney, hello, Laura. Supermod, Yvonne. Supermod, Marjolein, hello to you both. Marjolein, I was not calling you a supermodel the other day, but I suppose you can be, can't you? Supermodel, Marjolein, how are you doing? Jane Clark, hello, Jane. Paul Smith, a very good evening. Midnight Star, another one of our superhero mods, how are you doing? Dan Fretwell, Mr. Parkrun himself, good evening. Chris Haley, how are you doing? Graham Tannehill, very good evening. Max Harris, Anthony James, how are you both doing? Kyle's there as well, hello Kyle. Linda and Whirl MC, hello. Martin Naylor, I think I said hello to you, but hello again. As you can probably hear on the car roof, it's absolutely chucking it down at the moment. Tower Checker's in as well. Now then, Tower Checker, have you got any information of what's coming at 6:30, or are you not allowed to say? Dave P, hello Dave. And Deborah Meek, very good evening. Vision Things there as well, how are you doing? Right, I will, like I say, I'm on my own this evening. I'll try and keep an eye on the chat. And with no movements to show you at the moment. We've had nothing for about 20 minutes. A little French hawker landed about 20 minutes ago, came in from the Canaries. That's on multi-flight. Fox Hotel India Charlie uniform, I think it was. Roger Knott, how are you doing, Roger? But let's zoom out and I'll show you the runway. It's a very murky evening. Visibility is pretty poor. We can see the end of the runway. That's up there, look. That's the end of 3-2, or the start of 3-2, end of 1-4. And yeah, very, very murky indeed. You see the windsocks hiding over there somewhere. There he is. Pretty limp this evening. There's not much wind. It's coming from the southwest. So there is a few movements due around about just after 6 o'clock. There's a Ryanair and a Jet2, and there's a Buzz later on as well. Andrew Foster's Travels, very good evening. Dot Brownlow, how are you doing? Bravo 6, hello to you. Stephen Jones, hello Stephen. He says there's a P-8 over Newcastle. Right, well let's keep your eye on that one, Steve, and we need to be checking flight radar, don't we? If we do get a P-8, it will be a first at Leeds. We've never had a P-8 in Leeds before, so it could be interesting. John Bell, good evening. So like I said, a short and sweet stream this evening, just to try and catch whatever this is that might be coming. There we go, look, Tower Checker says it's going to be something very fast. That might not be a P-8 then. And if it's not landing, we might not even see it actually. The cloud base is only a few hundred feet high. Mr. Checker, #2, how are you doing? Hello there. If we don't see it, we'll certainly hear it, won't we? So it's going to be something very fast. Have they got Concorde back up in the air again? Apologies for yesterday as well, guys. Our normal Sunday stream we didn't get to do one, did we? Work got in the way, I'm afraid. Susan Bowskill. Hello, Susan. The rain has just eased off a little bit in the last few minutes. So we'll sit and be patient and see what turns up. Let's have a look on flight radar. There's nothing on the approach at the moment. Chanex 4 Delta Whiskey, just south of Sheffield at the moment. 733 from Paris, that's inbound. That's going to be with us in about 10 minutes. Vision Thing says it's drones and planes on the way to the bar. Very good. Air Action 2257, how are you doing? Kev Weaver, hello Kev. Andy Dean, good evening Andy. So yeah, so I'm afraid until something turns up, I've not really got anything to show you. And obviously with me being on my own this evening, I can't lug all the equipment up onto the top of the hill where we've got a better ramp view. So we're down in the lay-by this evening, or I'm down in the lay-by. It's probably a good job I did go in the car actually with the weather as it is. I think I might have got slightly wet. Leo Hedgie, hello there. We have no idea. He says, who's the first visitor? We don't know. It's a mystery. Sam's Planes and Trains, our super mod. How you doing, pal? Welcome along. I think you're off out for tea tonight, aren't you? So yeah, he says, sadly can't stop. Have a nice tea, mate, won't you? We'll see you on the next one. He's put a link to the Facebook page in the chat as well. I'll pin that to the top of the chat. Thank you, Sam. Freddie O, hello to you. So, has anybody in the chat? Has anybody read anything on Facebook or got any information about what it might be at 6:30? Kyle, see you later. Danny Jones, I thought you might pop in, Danny. Hell, how are you doing? Your dad's in as well. Any information for us, Danny? Or are you just going to have an educated guess? Danny's been told it's the P-8 that's circling currently at Newcastle, bashing the circuit. Well, let's keep us fingers crossed. That'd be fantastic to see if it does come down. Tower Checker's looking at the wrong sheet. He says, it's not going to be as fast as I first thought. So is there something else coming as well then? Is there something fast coming? Interesting to know if it's going to land or if it's just ILS only. Air Action says we've got a Ryanair 18 minutes out as well from Krakow. And the Jet 2 from Paris as well. We've also got a Jet 2 from Tenerife, which is about just under 10 minutes out as well, just approaching Huddersfield. That could be number 1 actually. So we've got about 3 arrivals back to back in about 10 minutes. Marjolein gifted a Blue Sky membership. Thank you, Marjolein. That was very kind indeed. Not showing on my chat who it's been given to. It says it's been given, but it doesn't show who it's been given to, Marjolein. Sorry. Do come in and say thanks if you get that membership. Ted, how are you doing, Ted? Right, Jet 2, 8 minutes out. Bravo 6, that is very kind indeed. For Tom's Tripod Fund, he sent us a £5 super chat. Many thanks, buddy. It's very kind indeed, much appreciated. Quick question for Vision Thing. Is John streaming down at Manchester this evening? I have not checked. I have no idea. If he is, I could maybe try a handover later on. Jamie Pickles, hello to you. James Woolard, how are you doing? So it has stopped raining. We can see the entire length of the runway. There we go. I am not 100% sure of the cloud base. It's fairly low. Ah, so John's not on until Thursday. Okay, thank you. Graham Tannehill, it's your birthday. And I'm in the car and I can't jump out and put the silly hat and glasses on for you. I'll do it another day. But many happy returns, buddy. Arthur Clark, hello to you. Arthur says there's an A400 North Scotland now, heading south. Well, the information I've had is it's a first... Well, whatever's coming is a first visit. And we've had an A400 before, so it might not be that. Danny Jones, that's wishful thinking. John Clare, hello to you. So if you have just joined, I am on my own. We've got no Tom behind the camera, so you will have to excuse me if it's not quite up to usual standards. If we ever get an aeroplane, nothing to look at the moment. But I will do my best. Looking at flight radar, next arrival, it's just establishing it on the ILS, is a long way out, is the Jet 2 from Tenerife South, 737-800. Right behind that is the Jet 2 from Paris, that's a 737-300. Bravo 6 has got his eye on a second P-8. Ted says he tagged me in a post on YouTube. Did I see it? No. I will have a look at that later on, Ted. Air Action 2257, thank you very much. Says the cloud base is 1,300 feet. Is that above ground level or above sea level? I don't think... oh, it might be actually. I can just see the next arrival. Right, let me put the computer down. I'll spin the camera around. So this will be Jet 2 from Tenerife. There goes the bus. I'll leave the camera zoomed out a little bit till it gets a bit closer. Sky's a funny murky colour tonight. It's almost got a red tint to it. I thought it might have been the camera that looked a bit funny, but it's like that in real life. John Clare says, did it ever go to Schiphol? Not this last summer. No, I have been before, but no, we didn't get there this summer. That's on the to-do list. So the runway is very, very wet. Certainly it's going to kick up some spray. Obviously can't see the chat at the moment, guys, while I'm filming. We'll zoom in a little bit more when it gets closer. Carl Shield, how are you doing, Carl? Steve says that P-8 is heading south from Newcastle. Oh, let's keep his fingers crossed. So that's Jet 2 from Tenerife South. Oh, something you don't see every day. Stacking them up on the ILS, look at this. So number 1 is the Jet 2 from Paris, number 2 is Ryanair from Krakow. What a horrible, murky evening. There went another bus. So this is the Ryanair from Krakow. Get nothing for half an hour, then free come at once. That was a very gentle landing. Adrian Burrows, how you doing? Bravo 6 says the P-8 at Newcastle looks like its landing is down to 1,500 feet up there. Ryanair will probably disappear off round the back. That's the disadvantage to this location. You can't see any of the ramp, apart from maybe, I think you can see stand 7, if any, maybe 8, part of 8 if anybody stands there, parks there. Fredio says, are we staying somewhat warm? I'm in the car, so it's not too bad this evening. Although I've got to have the window down, so yeah, it's a bit chilly. John Clare says we've got Air Escape going to Chester. Would that be the little bizjet that came in earlier? I think it might be. Joanne Ingham, hello Joanne. Bravo 6 says the P-8 up at Newcastle is climbing again, so yeah, it's definitely doing go-arounds or touch and goes or one or the other. Anything with wheels, hello to you. Okay, so I've just found that P-8 on flight radar myself, actually, and yes, he still is up at Newcastle. Honda 03 is the call sign. ZP Zulu Papa 807 is the reg. So that's we'll keep an eye on that one. That could be the one that's maybe going to pop down. He's heading south at the moment. Michael Crowler, how are you doing, Michael? Bravo 6 says the other P-8's over Lockerbie. Ooh, can we be greedy and have two? The one that's over Lockerbie heading south, that's the United States Navy P-8 is that one. That's definitely not going to be coming here. He's up at 31,000 feet. But the one that's been bashing the circuit at Newcastle is still heading south at the moment. Fingers crossed. Paul Usher, a big massive thank you to you. Has been in the membership for 7 months. That's very kind, Paul. Thank you, buddy. Luive's there as well. How you doing, Luive? Who's booked a flight from Leeds. See you in June. Where are you going? Whirl MC is on the lay-by behind us by the looks of things. Hello to you. Pandora, how you doing? I've got my eye on the P-8. It has left the circuit at Newcastle. It is heading south. If this is the aircraft that we're anticipating, I don't think it will be landing. I would imagine it will be a low approach and go around. Hopefully nice and low for us if he does do a flyby. Paul says, have I seen Llewellyn? I've not seen him for a while actually. No, Paul. Luive's going to Reyes in Barcelona. Fabulous. I've been in loads, yes, I've been in loads. Never been on an A380 though, that's on the to-do list. Paul says, just worried about him. Has he not been... Yeah, I don't recall seeing him for a while, actually, Paul. Has he not been on any other streams? Audrey McDonald, how are you doing? Who's been watching the Poseidon up at Newcastle? Oh, fingers crossed. It's heading south. I think that car that just went past has just overtaken the Poseidon. Goodness me, he was moving. Mrs. Hawker, how are you doing, Ruth? Poseidon still heading south. Only at 6,000 feet as well, so it's looking promising, is this? HD8 says, my wife is currently on a plane, currently taking 4mm off the kitchen door. Very good. Jonathan RP, hello there. Down in Abu Dhabi. Ooh, nice. I bet you're roasting. Peter Wall down in Manchester. Hello, Peter. Chris Smith as well. Hello, Chris. Just in time for a possible P-8 flyby. I say possible because we're not sure. Better swing the camera around towards the runway. Actually, we've got a Ryanair inbound from Riga. It's not in sight yet, but we'll point the camera in the right direction. I'll zoom out. You can pretty much, that's almost the full length of the runway you can see there. Looks to me, right at the far end, I see a little flashing light. Is that the BizJet that's taxiing out? See a little red flashing light right up there. And I'm looking at flight radar. It is. So this is a little French bizjet going down to Chester. Fox Hotel India Charlie uniforms, the reg. And over the roof he goes. See the Ryanair on finals. Still a couple of miles out. It's just a shame if it is going to be a P-8 that comes past. It's just a shame it's dark. BFC, hello, how are you doing? Andy Wilson, hello. Andy Dean says the P-8's dropping. Right, so this is Ryanair from Riga. Them lights are absolutely blinding. Another very gentle landing with hardly any reversers used. Right, let's have a look back to the chat. Trev Smith's there. Good evening, Trev. It says, excellent. It says he's going to do 2 ILS approaches and go-arounds. Thank you, Trev. So now at least we know he's coming. Starman, thank you. Well, my booby down in Iran, how are you doing? Willy Whacker, now there's a name. How are you doing? So the P-8 just north of the field at the moment. Danny Jones is still waiting for the fast jet. I don't think we're going to get a fast jet coming past. Louise Gaming, hello Louise. Adrian Burrows says just approaching in line with Masham, still heading south. So according to Trev, we're going to get two approaches. And as I said earlier, this is a first for Leeds. Leeds has never had a P-8 before. I don't think, unless Trev can prove me wrong, I don't think we've even had one on the shooting the approach before, have we, Trev? Right, just north of the field at the moment, pointing straight towards the field. Still at 6,000 feet. Steve Lord, good evening. Alan Bewley, good evening, Alan. Joseph Dunn, very good evening to you. Says, loving the stream. Thank you, buddy. It's been a quiet one so far, hasn't it? The only reason I came tonight actually was to catch this whatever it was going to be, and I did hear a rumour it might have been going to be a P-8, so I thought we'd better have a look, hadn't we, just in case, and looks looking promising. I just hope he comes low enough to get below the clouds. I think we should be okay. We should get a sight of him. We might actually hear it any second. It's almost about to fly straight over the airfield. It's still at... oh no, it's descending. It's down to 4,500 feet. In fact, if the cars that are driving past go away, you can actually hear it now. It's just about to go over the field. Moto Yoda, hello to you. Cosmo Joe, good evening. I see a few of us are tracking it on Flight Radar. It's now track number 7 most popular worldwide on Flight Radar. Come on guys, everybody in the chat, click on Flight Radar. Let's see if we can move it up the table a little bit. I don't think we'll get it to number 1, but maybe in the top 5. Jonathan says, is it going to buzz the tower? Right, we'll spin the camera around. Okay, let's keep his eyes peeled. We'll zoom out a bit until we see something. Number 6 now tracked by 516 people on flight radar. Right, he should make a left turn any second. For all those that are watching on flight radar, he's just south of Leeds city centre at the moment. Now track number 5, most popular. Sarah Broadhead, hello to you. Seb, how are you doing, Seb? He's just starting the left turn. Now track number 4. Tracked by 800 people. Wow. Danny's seen it. Let's hope he goes nice and low. Gillian Walker just in time. Hello, Gillian. Adrian says it's now up to number 3. Blimey. Yeah, wow, that's generating some interest. Tracked by over 1,000 people now. Could it go to number 1? Now turned round just to the south of Leeds, heading north again, is joining the ILS, down to 3,000 feet. We should be able to see that in a few seconds. So we're keeping his eyes on the top right of the screen. It is now track number 2. Still not got it visual. So as I said earlier, it's the first for Leeds, is this? I don't think we've ever had a P-8, certainly one's never landed. I don't think one's ever shot the approach before either. Still can't see it. Just coming over Leeds city centre at the moment, so he's we're 3-4 miles out. Maybe 5. Also got the buzz right behind him. Here we go, look, we've got a visual. Right, so we'll just have to ditch the computer for a few seconds while I do this, so I can't see anything in the chat, I'm afraid, at the moment. Right, there we go then. So this is a first for Leeds, a P-8 Poseidon of the Royal Air Force on the approach. Next question is, how low will he go? I would imagine this will be a low approach and go around. Still number 2 on flight radar, being tracked by over 1,500 people. Wow. Yeah, he's gone around. So he's going to go over my car roof, but we're going to get a nice sound here as he comes over. There he goes. According to Trev, he's going to do it again. See the buzz. Buzz is next to land. Well, that was nice to see, but I was hoping it was going to go a bit lower. So I think he's going to come round and have another go. Bobby Livingsworth, fellow to you. Probably missed a bit of the chat there as well, so apologies if I've missed anything. Right, next to land, Buzz from Wrocław, I think they pronounced that. SPRZC, Romeo Zulu Charlie's the reg. One of my favourite colour schemes as well is the Buzz. Nicholas Taylor, hello there. I think probably just it'll be a training Nicholas. We'll be training flying the ILS approaches. Oops, there's it. It looks like he's missed the turn past Alpha. He'll probably have to come down into the loop and backtrack. And he'll disappear behind that tree. We'll pick him up again when he comes back. Joseph Dunn says it's flying over my village in Oakworth. Hey, that's where I live. Audrey says it's pronounced Wrocław. Thank you for that. I nearly got it right, didn't I? I was close. Next on the approach is Aer Lingus, ATR 72 from Belfast. That's just over Leeds city centre at the moment. The Poseidon looks to be coming round for another go. Still track number 2 and being tracked by over 2,000 people. So what's at number 1? The P-8 now being tracked by 2,364 people, and it's fallen to number 3. So 2 other aircraft somewhere else are generating some interest. Right, the buzz is waiting in the loop for the next arrival. So that's Aer Lingus from Belfast, ATR 72. Buzz is just starting to backtrack. Definitely one of my favourite tails. I love that. And I would imagine he'll taxi off around the back and disappear out of sight. You see the Aer Lingus going in there as well in the background. I'm keeping my eye on the approach for the Poseidon. I can't see anything yet. Yep, and he'll disappear off round the back. You can just see the tail of another Ryanair peeping out there as well. And away he goes. Right, back to the runway. Okay, I do see just a little light in the sky. Okay, yep, this is the Poseidon. It's just popped out below the clouds. Still quite a way back at the moment. Apologies, I'm neglecting the chat a bit at the moment, aren't I? Nothing I can do while I'm sideways on in the car and I can't see the screen. LA Kings, I can see you there. Good evening. David the Yorkshireman, hello David. David Stocker, hello David. Marjolein, I can see you've gifted another membership, that's really kind, thank you. The Poseidon, it went behind the clouds, it's just starting to pop back out again, here it comes. Farjon, hello. If I've missed anything in the chat, I do apologise. Right, I'll get back on the camera. Okay, I think this is its last approach. Be nice if it went a little bit lower this time, wouldn't it? I probably won't do. So Zulu Papa 807. Our first ever Poseidon at Leeds. There's the go around. He goes. Nice. Well, we'll keep his eye on him on flight radar just to make sure he doesn't come round again. Yeah, Sarah says, wouldn't it be good if it did a touch and go? It certainly would. Max 7411, very good evening. Audrey McDonald was gifted a membership by Marjolein. Congrats to you. Marjolein, thank you. It's very kind of you. Our supermodel in the Netherlands. And that's, yeah, looking on flight radar, that Poseidon climbing away now up through 6,000 feet, 6,600 feet. So yeah, he's climbing away. He's not going to be making another approach at them sort of altitudes. So it was nice to see, even if it was a bit distant. I suppose we can say we caught it on camera. Alright, looking on flight radar, yes, he's heading away, he's going back up north. Nothing else on the approach. So, mission accomplished, guys. We got what we came to see. Gary Owen, how are you doing? So, like I said, short and sweet one tonight, just to grab that. So, I will wrap this up and head off and get some tea. Try to roast me. Good evening. It says, yes, that was a P-8 Poseidon. It was nice to see. Shame it was dark. Yeah, Chris says something different at LBA, made a change. Right, guys, I will love you and leave you. Hopefully next time we're back on, Tom will be here. Excuse me. Definitely won't be streaming on Wednesday because I think me and Tom are watching Leeds. So it might be later in the week or the weekend we'll be back on. And hope to see you then. So thanks for joining us, guys. Marjoleine's gifted a couple of memberships, which is very kind. We've even had a couple of new subscribers this evening, so welcome, guys. And for an hour at Leeds, 174 likes. Wow, that's incredible. Much appreciated. That's very kind. And even a donation too as well, which is greatly received. Thank you so much. So I will say goodbye. Thank you for joining. Moderators, thank you for being there as always. You guys are amazing. And take care. We'll see you next time, guys. Cheerio now.